Writing Task 2. Band 9 Score Model Essay with Advanced Vocabulary.
Question: do you support that nuclear technology should be used for constructive purposes? Use your own knowledge and experience and support your arguments with examples and relevant evidence. Give reasons for your viewpoint. You should write at least 250 words. Model Answer 1. Viewpoint: use of nuclear technology for constructive purposes can bring benefits for humans. Many people are afraid of nuclear technology because of the dangers associated with its use. And belligerent leaders and terrorists may cause great human disasters by the use of nuclear weapons of mass destruction. Though nuclear weapons indeed pose the greatest threat to life, I personally support the use of nuclear technology for constructive purposes that can bring human benefit. The most worrying aspect of nuclear technology is its use for military purposes by many high and mighty countries. Enough atomic bombs have already been made that are capable of completely destroying the planet. An increasing number of countries now have nuclear weapons or the technology required to make such bombs, and there is an ongoing debate about how to control the threat of nuclear weapons. After the fall of Russia, many Russian scientists have found their nuclear technology expertise is in high demand in countries that have an ambition with nuclear technology. Many believe that, at that time, technology had been secretly made available to many aspiring countries such as Iraq, North Korea, India, Pakistan, and others. Experts believe that nowadays, many confrontational countries and terrorist organizations have nuclear power, and they know how they could use this power for terrorism and mass destruction. However, it would have been better if it had never been used to create nuclear weapons. If life on Earth is to continue, we must control nuclear weapons of mass destruction. To eliminate the threat of nuclear war, all the nuclear power nations of the world should agree to disarm as soon as possible. Nuclear power stations provide an important source of cheap power in many industrialized nations and some developing countries. However, like most sophisticated technology, there are dangers associated with it. Even though very high safety precautions are taken, there have been few cases of disasters. 2 or 3 were major human disasters. Yet many experts believe that in the coming days, nuclear power will be the most efficient source of energy for mankind. Nuclear technology has been widely used in medical science. X-rays are widely used technology for medical diagnosis. Radiotherapy is widely used to help cure some diseases, such as cancer. Controlled and measured radiation is applied to malignant cancerous cells to kill them or stop their spreading. In conclusion, nuclear technology certainly has many positive uses and offers lots of promise. But we have to bear in mind that it is dangerous if not handled properly or goes to the wrong hands. Nuclear technology should be only used for the true benefit of mankind. If we forget this, we have to take the responsibility of our destiny. Model Answer 2. Viewpoint: nuclear technology should be used positively for the benefit of the human. Like any other technological invention, nuclear power has great potential to be used positively for the betterment of the people, and at the same time, it can cause disaster if used negatively. So the use of nuclear technology and its possible destructive power is an issue that is much debated, and in my opinion, we should use this power positively for the benefit of the human. First of all, the technology contains power, and this power can be both positively and harmfully used. Nothing is wrong with the technology or tool but with the people who actually command it. We can't think of modern life without the use of cell phones, TVs, refrigerators, etc., and are they not causing harm to the environment? Yes, they are, and a single gas cylinder can be used to cook foods and then feed people or run vehicles and, on the contrary, can be used to blow up a house. Only because the gas has the power to blow a house does not abstain us from using it for our benefits. Second, most of the countries in the world, except for a few rich countries, struggle for electricity and similar energy powers and can't improve because of the scarcity of it. Nuclear power can be a great source of energy for these countries and can be a very effective solution for them to improve their life standard and overall economic status. In every sphere of life, we need energy, from irrigation to hospital operation, and the use of nuclear energy can ensure better lives for us. Obviously, nuclear power possesses a great power that can destroy a city or even a country if not properly handled, but this is not the reason we should completely forget about a power that can change the world. In conclusion, we should learn from our past mistakes about the explosions of the nuclear centers and then come up with better solutions to use this power towards the betterment of mass people. Model Answer 3. Viewpoint. Nuclear technology should be used for human benefits but very carefully and under strict regulation. Nuclear technology has been one of the hottest inventions during the 20th century. However, there have been heated debates about whether this technology should be used at all, even for very constructive purposes such as power generation. The reasons why we need nuclear applications are very dear. First of all, our society is quickly running out of energy supply, and statistics even show a shortage of traditional fuel within 50 years. Besides the poor supply of energy, we are also facing pollution challenges. The CO2 generated in the past century has been roughly equal to the total amount of carbon dioxide released in the entire history before. In short, we do not have enough energy to use and can no longer afford to use it in the old way. Nuclear technology is a much more available and cleaner solution to our possible energy and environmental crisis. At the current level of technology, the discovered nuclear supply will be enough to sustain the Earth for more than a century. Its generation, if properly operated, produces nothing other than heat, so it is considered super clean. However, I fully understand the concerns from nuclear opponents. First of all, nuclear facilities will require strong capabilities to be operated safely. When the operators are not experienced enough, devastating accidents can be created. These have been seen in the former USSR as well as in Japan. It takes time and resources to acquire such capabilities, and not every country can afford it. The other issue with nuclear technology is that it can be easily modified into weapons, which can cost many lives when deployed. Given the challenges we are facing, it is very necessary to promote the nuclear technology. However, this must be carried out very carefully, under strict regulations and the supervision of the entire human society. Model Answer 4. Nuclear technology is a subject that triggers many debates. The use of nuclear power for constructive purposes has been a moot issue since its inception. In my opinion, if used with diligence, nuclear energy can be the pivot of future technological breakthroughs. Let us discourse on this below. From a global perspective, when it comes to natural resources of power generation, the world is witnessing its exhaustion at a faster pace than ever before. For mankind to survive, finding an alternate source of energy has become inevitable, rather explicit. In this context, nuclear power emerges as the most efficient and economical alternative. Many of the experts in the field of technology assert that the need for an alternate energy source has reached such dizzying heights that a nuclear revolution is becoming a reality now. Necessity is the mother of invention, as the saying goes. The need for an efficient and, at the same time, cheaper energy resource has led to the invention of nuclear power. Apart from these enchanting features, power generation and nuclear sources are considered much easier. To cite an example, the labor force required in a nuclear power plant is less compared to others. However, in the midst of globalization, among the many national frontiers, nuclear technology and power pose the greatest threat. Improper use of his powerful technological gizmo could lead to catastrophic effects. Another point relevant here is about the affinity of terrorism and its ambassadors towards nuclear power. The threat posed by this insane breed of people is both global and ubiquitous nowadays. Moreover, safety lapses from nuclear production plants are another risk factor involved. The nuclear power plant leakage that happened in Japan a few years ago and its atrocious effects on the Japanese would exemplify this. From an in-depth analysis of the above discussed points, though the threat posed by nuclear technology is mammoth, I would still accord on its usage for constructive purposes. But one should bear in mind that it should be moderated by benevolent and diligent hands. Sample answer 5. Physicist Enrico Fermi discovered the potential of nuclear fission in 1934, and later Albert Einstein, during the end of the 20th century, enhanced the possibility of its usages with his sole aim to use it for peaceful purposes. Almost all developed countries employ this innovation for numerous reasons, like power generation to craft a bomb. Although I believe that there are safety issues, I agree that nuclear technology must be employed wherever it is beneficial. The basis for my views is economical and ecological. From an economical point of view, even though the initial investment is quite high to ensure multi-level security, the running cost of the nuclear-powered industries is negligible when compared to its peers. For instance, in a nuclear power reactor, 1 gram of uranium can generate electricity equivalent to a thermal reactor that consumes 1,000 kilograms of coal. Moreover, a nuclear reactor supports conservation of natural resources as it requires lesser input. Therefore, nuclear-based plants need to be functional. From an ecological perspective, the nuclear plant supports a greener environment due to the fact that its remains are biodegradable. In addition to that, the nuclear process does not exhaust poisonous gases like its competitors. For example, as per the recent research by the American scientists, air pollution is the highest and lowest in those nations that rely on petroleum-based industries and nuclear plants, respectively, to generate electricity. Petroleum-based industries exhale toxic gases like carbon monoxide and methane, which are hazardous. Thus, it is obvious that nuclear-based plants should be operational. In conclusion, by analyzing how nuclear-based industries save a myriad of money and resources as well as walk hand in hand with the environment, it is agreed that nuclear technology must be put into force wherever it seems advantageous. It is predicted that many rounds of safety checks are carried out before a nuclear plant is operational.
If you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel.